Hi everyone, so this video is about dividing algebraic fractions. So before we get to that, let's review how we divide fractions. So as you can see here in this generalized version, when you are dividing fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. So you take that second fraction, you flip it over, and then the division becomes a multiply. So let's go through just a standard regular example of just numbers. So if we had 2/3 and we're dividing that by 3/5, we're going to flip the second fraction, and that division becomes a multiply. So we multiply by the reciprocal. And then reminder, when we are multiplying fractions together, we multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So across the top, the numerators 2 times 5 becomes 10. The denominators 3 times 3 becomes 9. We look to see if we can reduce that, and we can't. We can't divide 10 and 9 by the same number and get a nice whole number answer. So we leave it as 10 over 9. There's no need to make it a mixed number. So that's a refresher on how to divide regular fractions. So let's get to how we divide algebraic fractions. So a couple of examples here. First one, we have x over 5 divided by y over 3. So to divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. So we flip over that second fraction, and that division sign becomes a multiplication sign. Then we multiply straight across the top, straight across the bottom, remembering our rules for how to write algebraic terms. So x times 3 gives us 3x, numbers before letters, and 5 times y gives us 5y. Then we look to reduce where we can. So 3 over 5 as a fraction cannot be reduced, and x over y are not similar terms, so you can't cancel anything out. This cannot be simplified any further than it is. So 3x over 5y is your final answer on that one. Second example here, we have 8 over m divided by 2 over m. So again, dividing fractions, we're going to leave the first fraction alone. The division sign becomes a multiplication, and we flip over that second fraction. We are multiplying by the reciprocal. And then standard multiplying fractions rules, straight across the top, straight across the bottom. 8 times m gives us 8m. m times 2 as denominators gives us 2m. And then we look to see, can we simplify anything? I see that I have an m on the top and an m on the bottom, so they cancel out because remember m over m is equal to 1, m divided by m. So that cancels out to be 1. And then 8 over 2, I can actually do that division. Remember, the fraction bar replaced the division sign, so I can do 8 divided by 2. So I'm going to do 8 divided by 2, which gives me a final answer of 4 because the m's canceled out with each other. Okay, so to recap, remembering how we divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. So flip over that second fraction, and division sign becomes multiply. And then the big thing to remember is simplify. Simplify where you can, both numbers and letters. So look at both. Can they both be simplified? Can one be simplified, or the other, or both? So those are the things to remember when it comes to dividing algebraic fractions. And that's it for this video.